Thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate you being here and taking this time to give out your testimonial. For everyone watching, this is my client, Liam. He's been training with me for 4 months now. To start out, what type of schedule do you do? What does that look like?
I work within events, and so a normal day for me, I'll get to the office for just before 9. I'll be there all day and then come home, make food, and that'll be it.
What were you struggling with before we started out in the program?
I guess the biggest struggles that I had at the time, they would have been confidence in the gym. What I was doing probably wasn't correct. Where I was working same muscle groups over and over again, and sticking to probably a fairly basic routine. So I needed to build that confidence and actually get the knowledge of knowing what to do and be able to plan certain workouts throughout the week as well with that. And then also it's little things as well, just like being able to adapt to the situation. If a piece of equipment's not available, well, now I've got the knowledge to then go and adapt and then change my workout slightly to do that particular muscle group. Then before I joined the program, what I was also seeing, I was seeing sort of my body going on sort of some downward sort of spiral. So I needed to nip that in the bud before before it got too difficult to sort of change backwards. Yeah, they were the two main reasons, and everything else sort of comes along with that. So, well, obviously the health side of it, and then also feeling better within myself as well. So that, yeah, they were the main reasons for joining the program.
What was that down spiral causing you? Like, what was the impact of that in your personal life, in your work?
I was lethargic. I had no interest of, I guess, making. I know you give yourself a mental block. So the way I was working, I know I needed to do something, but then actually it took me so long to actually get to do it. But then that's a knock-on effect of things like confidence as well. So I can actually bring myself to put myself in the gym environment at the start, for example. And basically, yeah, I just wasn't feeling great. Yeah, lazy and lethargic, basically.
When you went on board and we started like planning everything, what was the initial plan for the 4 months?
First, in terms of target setting, 8 to 9 kg, wasn't it? I believe. Yeah, and then on to lift 25% more, run 5K in under 25 minutes. But then also, which I guess is probably the biggest objective of that, is to have the confidence going and train by myself and sort of give myself a skill a long-lasting skill. All of that, which was achieved. In terms of the weight side of things, that was probably the more difficult side. That all dropped. Then in terms of lifting 25% more, that's all been achieved. That was all done fairly quickly, I believe. In most areas, like things like my shoulders, for example, when I started, what was I doing on those? Like pretty much nothing. And now I'm doing full compound movements on them. That shows a huge level of progression in that side of things.
What did you learn from this transformation process?
That I can do it. Basically, it just takes sort of you pushing yourself over the edge a little bit, and then persistence. I know it's sort of just pushing yourself over the line a little bit, and then the rest of it comes.
What do you recommend an individual that is in the same position that you were in?
The more you sit on it and weigh it up and things like that, it's just do it. There's clear benefits there. It's proven in all my stats. Yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. I probably should have done it sooner, in reality. And yeah, actually, I wish I'd done it sooner. But yeah, it is literally just do it.
Straight and direct, just do it.
Yeah.
Get up your ass and do it. Last question, what would be the next step for the viewer of this video? What would be the next step for them to take?
Do it, push yourself over. The way that you work with me for the whole time, and sort of the process of building up of goal setting from start, that was seamless. It gave me it gave me something to aim for, and that's how I work with work. I always have to have a target, and then I just go for that target, and and that's how I perform. In terms of how it works with working different people and different styles, I don't like listening to rules, but I managed to listen to you the whole time, which says something, and that works nicely. Yeah, man, it's literally just just get it done, and then the rest of it, it just builds into your routine and how you this doesn't actually take too much time out of your life either. It's all built into routine now, so it's just it flows quite naturally, and it's quite nice to do, especially, well, the app makes a big difference as well. With that, I just know, well, it's all set for you, so you just know what you got to do, and it's all planned, which just makes life so much easier. You don't have to think about it too much, which is nice.
Awesome. Liam, super great to have you here doing your testimonial. It's really brilliant, seeing you from where you were and where you are right now, and being here, like doing the testimonial. It means that it was successful. So awesome.
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
very much.